video, we'll create a small game engine. So it will be the most modest game engine you've ever seen. It will be just a game engine that will manage a window. I actually want to take all this code and to put it in a game engine folder. This game engine folder will be used later, maybe in order to replace Raylib by something else. But for now, I just want to put this into a specific folder, compile what is called a DLL file, so dynamic library file, and then only keep my game logic in the sunset folder. Okay, so let's create the game engine folder. I will call it gamey. Okay, and inside it, for now, I will create a window class. Yeah, sure. Add it to Git. I just change this into gamey. And in this class, I will want a constructor that will take the same arguments as here. So it will be window with int width, int height, and a string for the title. Okay, so I need to include a string. That's fine. I will need a destructor because I want to call this call window function in the destructor of my window class. Maybe I could use this window should close. So I will create a should close function. Actually, it's a boolean. It will return a bool, should close. And I want to store those three values inside my class. So I need variables in order to do this. Fine. So now let's implement those functions. Okay. So here I will pass the different values into my parameters, into my member variables. So width will become width. Height will become height. And title will become title. Actually, here I could use a std move. So I don't copy it, I move it into the member variable memory space. Yeah, I just need once, and yeah, okay. And when I'm calling this, I want to init the window. So this requires to include Raylib. Width, height, and the title. So if I want to use this one, actually I will pass this with a parameter, and because it is in Raylib, it is a car star type, I need to use C as str. Okay, this is good. Here I just want to close the window in the destructor, and here I'm not sure it would work, but let's try. It would return window should close. Okay. This is good, but I cannot actually use it directly here. Why? Because when variables are set in the DLL file, they don't pass, at least easily, to another part of the program that is using this DLL. So actually, this window should close variable is set somewhere in Raylib inside my gamey folder. So I will actually need to run this window inside the gamey folder. So in order to do that, I will create an engine class. Okay, and this engine class will only have, for now at least, a start function. I could pass the window parameters here. Int window width, int window height. And for now it will be good. Maybe I will, oh, it's fine. For now it will be good. Maybe I should pass also the string value. So here I will have std string window name. Actually it will be the game name. And so this should be public. And I will store the game name here. Okay, fine. I need to implement this. And this will actually store, actually, I should also store like this. So I will call this game name P for parameter, and game name will move the parameter. Okay. So in start, I actually want most of this code, or maybe all this code, to be present. So I will cut it, go back to start, put it here. But instead of those values, I want to use, I need to include Raylib too. But instead of those values, I want to use my window class. So I will also include my window class. So here I will create a window and pass my three parameters. So window width, window height, and the game name. Here I'm passing the parameter I have stored in my class. So I don't need this anymore. I will set the target FPS. This is fine. Here I will use window should close. And then I draw as usual. And I don't need to close the window because this is automatically called when the window gets out of scope. Okay, fine. The point is, for now, so yeah, what I would like to do is, so I don't need this anymore. Yeah, what I would like to do is create my engine and start it. So I need to include the engine, okay. And here I will pass my parameters. And this will be sunset Reveries. Okay. The point here is, I don't need this anymore. If I compile it, it won't work. It won't work because, so it's not easy to read, but here cannot find engine start. Yeah, it's normal because this is actually not compiled. So I need to compile what is, to compile what is in this folder. So I need a new CMakeList file. Yeah. And in this CMakeList file, I will like use normal configuration. So not this one. So, yes, I need to set those three. So set the version, set the project. So the project will be called gamey here, and set the C++ version I use. And then I would tell to use, like in my sunset folder, every CPP file. So file glob gamey, oh, I call them gamey sources star.cpp. Okay, to take every CPP file. Then I need to create a library from this. Project name. So this time I want a shared library, so a DLL under window. And I will use my sources in order to create those this library. So it will be gamey sources, this one. Okay. Yeah, then I need to include again project name, public, and CMake current source tier. This one. Okay, and now because I'm using relib, so not here actually, but here, I need to link it. So again, I linked it to this project. And I want to link relib. Okay. So this is well, but this is not used for now in my main CMake file. So I need here to add the subdirectory gamey. I also need to tell that my final game will use gamey, and in my sunset folder I also need to use gamey here. Okay, so now I should reload my CMake file. Has it worked? Should have, yes. Now I compile. Oh, there's a problem. Start is not implemented. I actually did it. Or maybe there's an error somewhere. Oh, it's because, okay. I cannot do this actually. I was doing as if this was a constructor. It is actually not, so I cannot call that. So what I will do here is to put game name. Okay, and I will pass this as a const reference. Okay, and because I passed it as a const reference, I have to do the same in my engine header. Okay, is it better? Okay, so now it's not working, but this was expected. It's not working because yeah, the start function is not recognized. So I have actually to export this start function. So in order to do this, I will export the start function with this keyword, let's say. And so I still have another problem now. Maybe I try to just recompile everything. Okay, so CMake is reloading. Let's compile. Okay, now it's well. I still need to copy my gamey DLL into the folder where I can find the exe here. So I copy it and let's try. Okay, it seems to work, but my window size is not the right one. Maybe I have copy and paste something that I should not start. Actually, it's well. What's my problem here? Maybe those values are not forwarded to the engine. Oh, it's because I have copied and pasted window. Okay, window width and window height. Okay, so I just used the wrong value. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know it. And now it didn't work because actually every time I compile, I create a DLL, but this DLL is not put here. So I have to automatically put my DLL here. So I will need to change my CMake file in order to automatically put the DLL. Just check by hand if it's working. Okay, so now it's working. So now I have to automatically export my DLL from here to here. So I will do this with a small CMake command. So I will put this in maybe in my CMake file that I can find here in my gamey folder. So it will be add custom command. And here I will have target. Project name again, post build. So this is just to say that I will use this command after the build of my game and of my DLL. Then the command I want to use will be, so it will be cmake commands here, and it will be copy. So I want to copy my DLL to the folder that is just above. So here I just have to pass the two parameters I want in my copy. Actually, I could pass them here. So the first folder is cmake current binary dir, which will be this folder. And I want to copy this to the folder that is just above, so I take the same and I just ask to move from one folder. And I will add a comment part just to say I'm compiling, so copying engine DLL. Okay. So let's reload this and check. Okay. So now, in order to check my modification has worked, I will just change the size of the window. Let's try it. Okay, fine. It's now slimmer. And let's get back to normal. Fine.